So today our film shoot got cancelled last minute. And so since we already had the day blocked off, my friends and I decided to go on a road trip. A good old road trip to Big Bear Lake with my friend Andrew and Alex and one car. Just a good old-fashioned road trip with two friends and no plan at all. Okay, I lied. Maybe just a little bit of vlogging along the way.
Today, we're gonna be hanging out in Big Bear. We're gonna go check out a brewery right now because we're hungry and we could use some food. So we don't have a set schedule today, other than just see what comes. And we're just gonna film. We're gonna shoot. We're gonna hang out, have a good time, and yeah, nice day out.
After an hour and a half of driving, we eventually reached our first place, the brewery.
My name is Kaylee Ann Birch. I'm the general manager here at Big Bear Lake Brewing Company. I've been with the company for a little over half a decade now. We were founded a little over 9 years ago. We are the only brewery that actually brews in-house. Anywhere else self-distributes and goes off-mountain, I should say, brings everything back up from there and taps everything. So we don't keg our beer, have it sit on the floor for a couple of months, tap that guy whenever it's ready. It's as soon as it's done fermenting, it goes straight into a service tank, and that's the first thing that you're trying is right out of fermentation. So we're the only actual brewed in-house fresh beer here on the mountain.
Kalian asked if we wanted a whole tour of the brewery, so of course we couldn't say no.
So this is the silo I was saying. On the other side, we actually go through and fill it up with our grain, so that way we don't have to worry about hustling over all of the bags. They're 50-pound bags of grain. So we'll put them right in there. The best way to think about like a grain seed is it's like a sunflower seed. The seed we actually want is inside of its shell. So we'll go through, it goes into like a very heavy, like almost a vibration cycle. And then from there, it'll crack the seed open, so that way we're not breaking it down. We're not getting a bunch of grain or powdery settlement out of it. It'll actually stay as a grain. Pop it into our silo from there. All we have to do is turn on a button and it'll turn this guy on, which immediately drops our grain into our upper side of our brew kettle. This is our control panel and where we keep everything in line so we can go through. There's what's called our rake on the inside. It'll turn the rake for you whatever direction you want to. Turn this guy back off if you want. You can turn it the other way around. That's the rake. It'll go through, mix all of the grain around so that way it doesn't turn into like a mud pile worth of grain and water and stuff like that. It'll keep it nice. Everything actually rushes down these pipes, and then right below the steps here, go straight into these guys. We'll open up our main valve for it and go straight into our brew kettle. This is where we'll put in, like I was saying, the honey blonde, any flavorings that you can think of about putting in here or mixing into your beer. This is where it'll go to just make sure it blends properly. From there, same thing, you follow your pipes all the way down, open up a few more valves, and that's how we'll get it into our actual fermentation tank. Right now, we don't have anything going. You'll always be able to tell, at least here, if we do have something in fermentation because we have a bucket of sanitizer underneath it. When you are fermenting a beer, you have yeast that'll eat away at your sugar. When you're doing that, that's what creates your ABV level. But like any molecule eating away at something else, it's gonna create gases and start to explode inside of there. So there's actually a pipe that comes out of the top here and comes back down. We'll connect that guy to a smaller hose and put it in our bucket of sanitizer, so that way we can see how many gases are going through the beer, how the molecules, how the yeast and everything is actually reacting inside of there. We pull this guy out. Down here on the bottom, you hook up a hose that says in and then out on the other side. This side pulls all of the liquid in from your fermentation tank. The other side pushes it all back out, so we'll run a hose over to our serving tanks. And then if you guys want, I can show you the serving tanks too. Alrighty. It's a little chilly in here. These guys are our serving tanks. So on them, you'll see what processes we've done when we transferred a beer into here, so on and so forth. My favorite part about the serving tanks, get all the yeast out of the way first. Any settlement that could have built up there on the bottom. And then you'll watch it start to settle out. So that'll give you a good gauge of how much carbonation is inside of our tanks, so on and so forth too. If it's heavily carbonated in here, then you know that it'll hold carbonation through the lines and it'll pour carbonated as well. You wanna try it?
Oh, sure. I can just drink right.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but it's very floral,
Yes,
coffee.
yes. That's our Whispering Pine IPA.
This is like such an approachable IPA. I
Good.
really enjoy this.
Good. Yeah, it's definitely on the smoother side. I like it a lot too because I'm not a big fan of when the hops get you like the sour
Yeah.
patch kids in the back of your jaw and stuff, and I feel like this guy doesn't give you as much of that feeling for an IPA. Anytime we do like our smaller ones, we'll do a small batch, whether it's a keg or two, we'll throw it in what we call our grenade. That way we don't have to do a full-blown fermentation tank to figure out if a beer is going to be a good seller or if it tastes good. And then we actually can all of our beers in-house too. All of the bartenders do it, so we keep all of our cans back here and everything is canned the night beforehand. These are going to be our tap lines, everything that's hooked up in the front, so that's why you always let the settlement ease out from itself. Luckily enough, there is a carb stone in there too that'll help push everything around and everything. But yeah, the lines, they go up and through and then up through the ceiling and drop right back down into the taps.
Anything else to see in here?
I don't think so, and I'm tired of freezing you guys. Come on out.
Once we finished the tour of the brewery, we decided to order some food, some appetizers such as pretzel bites, which was actually really good, some salads, and some oven roasted pizzas. And to complete the brewery experience, we got 3 of their signature beers. We had a little bit of time left, so we decided to explore the village at Big Bear Lake. This area of Big Bear Lake is really nice because there's a lot of small mom and pop stores. Monuments like the bear, a gift shop, and more restaurants. To my surprise, there was even a boba and tea shop out in the middle of Big Bear.
How is it?
Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I couldn't resist the pressures of getting milk tea on the mountain. Our next place was one of Big Bear's biggest attractions, the Alpine Slide Coaster. Don't ask me how I managed to get all my friends to go on this roller coaster with me.
Hey, you put me on this.
I just went on the roller coaster and it was really fun. It was really scary at the first drop, but really fun. Good tip on the don't slow down on the momentum thing, because I really enjoyed it instead of braking and all of a sudden being super slow.
Look at that. Oh, shit. We flying? Oh, we flying, huh? Oh.
As we were driving away from Big Bear Lake, we found an area where we could fly the drone, and the views were incredible. If there's one thing that I took away from this trip, it's that sometimes the best travel plan is really having no plan at all.
Big Bill commercial.
Trips like these and the memories that we create are what makes friendships really worth it.
Oh, we flying. And we have liftoff.
The art of winging it and going on a spontaneous road trip would go down in the books as one of the best road trips I've ever been on.